On December 14, 2023, Rebelle 7 got released by Escape Motions. On January 25th, 2024, I released my review of Rebelle 6. Now I'm gonna give you the real review of Rebelle 7 Pro. When I did the other review, I was just using the trail version of it and also was unable to save the stuff I was working on. This time I can. And to be honest with you all, I'm liking this program. So much that I decided to ditch Clip Studio Paint over it, and for good reason too. But I do have few things I dislike about this program, nothing major, but a few. One of those is that somehow the layers have its own life. Sometimes I just have to touch it and it somehow merges with the one below or enter a group or whatever. None of them I have ordered to do, and it's starting to get very frustrated. No clue if I can even fix it, but it feels like it's a software thing. Every time it happens, my brain goes all, oh wait, what happened to the layer I was working on? And some days my brain is very dead. Another thing was that it took time getting used to sketching it. I could not get the feeling right, and that kind of ruins it all for me. I don't want to use another software to sketch and then do the rest in Rebelle. But then I started to play around with the pressure system, something I never do with any program. For starters, I don't understand the curves, what does what. Another thing is that I never get it right if I start, so I just let it be on default. But here I just need to play around with it, and it helped. Now I can sketch in Rebelle and it feels so great. Much greater than in Clip Studio Paint for sure. The Homeling newsletter is a place where I write about my artistic journey to become a freelance artist with ADHD, ASD and mental health problems. A place you can find new art books, art tips and much more. It's 100% free to sign up and come to your email inbox weekly. Link in the description. You have two ways to play with the pressure system in Rebelle. The first one is the overall way. If you play with this, you change the pressure on all brushes. But then you have pressure system for each brush you have. So if the overall pressure did not work on one brush, you can change it in the brush setting. Kinda cool if you ask me. One thing I just love about this program is the shortcut G. When I press it, you get the grayscale version of the art you're working on. This way you can see if the light and shades is working or not. In other programs you need to add a layer, fill it with black and change the blend mode to saturate to get the same effect. Layers need to be on top of everything. But here it's just a single button. Simple. I use it a lot to see if everything is working, and most times it does. I'm using the more expensive version of Rebelle 7 called Pro. When it was on sale it was super cheap, so I had nothing to lose. But do you need it? In the beginning I did not think so, but then I turned on the nanopixel stuff and that really changed my mind of things. With nanopixel it kinda makes the resolution better when zooming in. You don't see the pixels when you are zoomed, so you see the texture of the brush and paper you're using. In my eyes it just feels better to look at. Pixels sometimes just look off in my eyes. The beer I'm drawing right now is all done in Rebelle 7, from sketch to final version, and I got happy with it. Still figure out the rendering style I want to work with that also works in other programs, and finding the right brush is important, and this program has a lot to choose from. I have tried to test them all, some are better than others. Not a big fan of the watercolors, but I think it's because I'm not good at that in general. But the other type of brushes are just wow. They do mimic the real thing extremely well. Want to watch another video of mine? You are most welcome to do so. Until next time, happy drawing!